This is the 2017 Diamondback Haanjo Comp. It's the Haanjo aluminum frame with 1x11 SRAM Apex 1 drivetrain. At first I was apprehensive about the brand name Diamondback, but I couldn't be happier with this bike. I primarily ride mountain bikes. My other bike is a Santa Cruz 5010, and I'm trying to break into road biking and gravel biking and a little bit of CX riding. So I went ahead and bought this bike as a low-end entry into that sport, and I now have about 100 or more miles on it. Really no complaints. The spec sheet and the components are all very good for the price range. One pleasant surprise was that the spoke count on the wheels on the website came in at 24 spokes, and when it arrived it had 4 more spokes per wheel, so the wheels are actually a little stronger than I was expecting. I put some Shimano SPD pedals on. These are mountain bike pedals, but they're great for muddy conditions or dirty conditions, so I decided to throw it on there. I went out on a road ride with some road riders. They're on Specialized tarmacs and a few lighter bikes, and while I'm an avid mountain bike rider, I stayed in about the middle of the pack on this thing. I wasn't really able to keep up with some of the sprints, so I might change the knobby tires. These are quite large for road riding, to something a little thinner and something with less tread on it, because I'll be doing probably 80% road riding and 20% gravel or dirt. I am 6'2" and I have a 33-inch inseam. This is the extra large 59 centimeter bike, and I'd say it fits pretty much perfectly for my size. I did have to lower the seat pretty far, but the reach with these handlebars is very comfortable. In fact, I plan on taking it on some longer rides. I did change the seat. I just had this sort of like a granny seat almost. I had it laying around in my garage, and it's a pretty comfortable seat. It's really wide for being a road bike, but it's good for longer rides. The seat they had on here was just a Diamondback, pretty much as low as you can go, quality seat, and it wasn't very comfortable, so I switched that out. As far as this 1x11 on the road, I haven't had any issues really. I've gotten it up to, I think, 35 miles an hour down a hill, and I still had some pedal left in it going downhill, and haven't really done too much climbing with it. But I also have a similar gear ratio on my mountain bike, a little bit different, so I'm used to the 1x11, but haven't had any issues with that. I might, if I get a little faster and I need more speed, could probably put a larger chainring on. The shifters, the SRAM double tap, so you shift lower, you do a full press down, and then to shift higher you do a single press in. You could, when you press all the way, you'll feel 2 clicks, but when you press in once, you feel 1 click, and the shifting's really smooth. It's nice with 1x not having a shifter on the left side as well. And that's about it. It came with some cheap bottle cages. I took one of them off here. There's actually a spot for 3 bottle cages, one down here, one here, and one here. I usually use a Camelback if I'm going to go too far. And that's it. It's a pretty heavy bike. I think it weighs in around 22 pounds, 23 pounds. So compared to a road bike, it's got a little heft to it. But if you're coming from a mountain bike background, where you might be riding a 27 pounder or 30 pound bike, it is a noticeable difference on the road. So super happy with it. The brand name Diamondback doesn't bother me the least bit now that I've ridden it, and it's a great bike, so highly recommended.